Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome. How
Hello,
are we
hello.
doing? How are we doing tonight? So
Are you
glad
pumped?
everyone can make it. Are you pumped?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready, Desmond. I'm ready to go.
All right.
This is my favorite time of the week, Friday night, HWL. We're ready to...
HWL. What does that stand for, Bess?
HoloWorm League
Yes,
playoffs.
sir.
It's
Welcome,
finally the playoffs,
everybody, to the first official HoloWorms League match of this bracket here. I'd like to thank everyone for coming in here, joining us tonight. We got a packed night for you all.
Oh man, I cannot wait. I feel like this might be the best season ever. Am I being crazy saying that? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think I mean we have a stacked lineup,
Yeah.
2 brackets, and so if you're not familiar with what's going on tonight, well, Vesper and I will be commentating, and Ame Senpai will be streaming her POV. So if you're here or over there, doesn't matter. It's going to be a good time regardless. Well, thanks for joining us tonight for this momentous occasion. Once again,
ready.
Vesper, what's the name of the league?
HWL, HoloWorm League. The Premier League for worms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think we're waiting. Please bear with us. I think gotta keep an eye out. Let's see if they have not started yet, so we have some time.
I think the pregame is kind of a tradition. We could talk
Yeah,
about
a little bit of a pregame.
Yeah, the regular season. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of pageantry. Couple dark horses that just came out. We didn't expect them to make it to the playoffs, but they're here.
Right.
And I think they're contenders. You know, we have the favorites definitely, but I don't know. People will surprise you every time.
Okay, let's introduce the lineup, but first we should introduce ourselves. Everyone, hello, welcome. My name is Magni Dezmond, aka the great Magni Dezmond, alchemist of HoloStars English, and I'm joined tonight by my co-host.
Hello everybody. My name is Vesper Noir, the resident scholar of the Adventurers Guild Tempus, and a member of HoloStars English, and I am now a color commentator. I don't know how I got here, but I'm in, guys.
You have a great history of laying on the words nice to the viewer. So you were a shoe-in for the co-host. We used to have we had someone that was filling in. He's no longer with us for these. He's on a hiatus. Mr. Maggington is no longer at the commentator's desk. Yes.
I'm sure he's on to bigger and better things, and we could wish him the best of luck. And here I am.
I'm sure.
Hopefully I can fill his very large shoes. Multiple shoes.
Very small shoes, actually.
Very small shoes, but there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I do think... Let's see. I do think they are starting soon.
Okay.
Okay, but I think very quickly, if we can go ahead and introduce them really quick. So, the lineup for today. First of all, what does the bracket look like? Here it is.
There we go.
2 matches. Match 1, Reine Senpai, Kali Senpai, Axel, Ame Senpai, and Altair. Match 2, Vesper, who do we got?
We have Vesper.
Oh,
we have
it's
Luna
us.
Senpai. We have Magni. That's Dez right there. We have Crony Senpai, Bay Senpai, and Zeta Senpai.
Right. And then so 3 winners, the 3 top winners from both these matches will move on to the semifinals, qualifying match, and then the finals. And the ultimate winner will be crowned for the HoloWorms League tournament.
Champion.
Right. So let's introduce the lineup for tonight.
All right, let's do it. Group A, match 1. I believe it's the group of death for this tournament.
Right here, Regis
we got the heavy
Altair.
hitters there.
What can you tell us about Regis Altair?
He is supposedly wholesome, supposedly very sweet-natured, but definitely he's got the killer instinct. Don't let his soft, dulcet tones fool you. He has the killer instinct. He's a winner. He's a fighter. He's a gamer. He's gonna come in there and he's gonna use any means necessary to win. Do not underestimate Regis mother-freaking Altair.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Next up, we have Axel Sirius. So, Axel Sirius, The only reason he's in the lineup this time around is because his performance was actually very poor in the preceding rounds, but he simply ate his competition, the winners, and just by default, he's the only one left standing, the only one that was able to make it into the next round. So that's Mr. Axel Sirios, Dr. Gladiator, HoloStars English.
A little bit of interesting trivia with the athlete Sirios. One of the competitors that he ate in the regular seasons was actually the reigning champion of last season of HWL. And according to the bylaws and the regulations of HWL, for some reason, that now makes him the sitting champion. He is the champion to beat.
Oh, technically speaking, he's like Majin Buu.
Doesn't make a lick of sense to me.
Right, so Majin Buu absorbed the powers of Gotenks and Mystic Gohan. He gained its very similar situation. I don't know if I really agree with these regulations. They might be a little outdated.
I feel like the commissioner understands that this was kind of a loophole that they didn't really expect competitors to eat each other. So that's kind of something that it's a contingency they did not prepare for it. I feel like I have a sneaking suspicion, Des, that next season you're going to see a new rule that's going to close that loophole.
Right.
And competitors like Axel Sirios will no longer be able to eat their way to victory.
I think that's fair. We got to keep up with the changing times.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Mori Calliope Senpai joining us here. Did you check out her new cover recently?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
The auto song.
Yeah.
The Reaper rapper of HoloLive-EN, Callie Senpai. You know, standing at an astonishing 8 foot tall, 375 pounds of lean muscle, 4% body fat. Astounding. Calliope Senpai really bringing the heat here.
She lifts. She absolutely lifts. An alumnus of DSU, Death State University.
Right.
An athlete her entire life. Definitely a strong contender for the champion in the group of death. I would put her at number 2, number 3. Des, what would you put her chances in this league?
Honestly, either first or dead last, if I had to guess.
Interesting.
Either first or dead last.
Nothing in between. Yeah, she is kind of a peaky athlete, right?
Okay,
like she's either at the top of her game.
They are jumping into what they're going to do is a practice round.
Ready.
All right, really quick, Vesper. We still have a little time.
Ready.
Rene Senpai, and we'll introduce the rest of everyone. Rene Senpai of HoloLive ID joining us for this. I do feel bad. I believe the time for Rene Senpai is like a very rough time right now, like time zone wise.
Yeah,
but
absolutely
pulled it through, joining us. What do you? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just speed through.
Are we speeding through?
Vesper,
okay.
Go ahead. Why don't you give a little Ame Senpai breakdown really quick?
Ame Senpai, definitely, I would say the favorite. Everybody's unanimous favorite. Like, she has the technical knowledge, the experience, and the skill to win this. Odds are favoring her, definitely. No contest. I feel like the only way that she could possibly lose this is if she lets the hubris get to her and she lets down her guard. But if she keeps it up, if she keeps that the edge, then I think she's the favorite to win this whole thing, honestly.
I agree. I mean, Ame Senpai is the one who organized this, and I think the knowledge is going to show.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I think, Rene Senpai might surprise everyone. I have Axel very much I have in a similar set as Callie Senpai, where it's either going to be an absolute winner or dead last. And Altair is going to lose this last place. I'm calling it now.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so what we are seeing here is we are playing a practice round.
Scrimmage. Okay.
Yes. So this is not we're just, we want to give everyone a fair fight. Just making sure everyone has a chance.
Do we have the color coding correct, if I'm seeing things?
Calliope Wormy has named their team the Little Guys.
The Little Guys. Okay. Hopefully, getting into the mech. Is that a good idea? I don't know.
They seem to be stuck. Callie Senpai seems to be stuck, unable.
You can glide, but to my knowledge, you cannot fly with that mech.
No, you cannot.
Jump and glide
Rene
down.
Senpai with the turkey worm tucked away in this little cubby.
Okay.
I see.
You know, that is a valid strategy when it comes to worms, WMD. You don't have to get the most amount of
Rene
kills,
is
you just have to be the last one
attempting
standing.
to fly. Can she make it? She can, but she has Ame-senpai to... Oh, no, actually went, if you see,
Incredibly
went
bold.
all
What's
the
going-
way around. All the way around. Incredible.
That's
All right.
a bold strategy, Des. Let's see if it pays off later on in the match. But, ooh, I gotta say,
that's me, by the way. I have to kill myself there. So...
I'm sorry. Sorry, that was unprofessional. I'm back. Game face. Okay.
Okay, what do we have here? Whose turn is it? Is
Altair?
It's Altair's turn, okay.
Is Regis going to take advantage of...
What seems to have the rocket unable to... He's trying to jump. You can see he's having a hard time, unable to. He seems to be trapped. He seems to be stun locked, perhaps.
Yes. Is he attempting to gain some distance?
Oh, is
so
he
that he could
attempting to
rocket
perhaps
Ame-senpai?
rocket Ame-senpai over here in the mech?
Perhaps.
I think the trajectory is, in fact...
Look at that
A
wind
little
speed, though.
overshot it. Overshot it. Perhaps
Way over.
a little overshot it, you know.
If he was aiming for a wind to blow back, that's not the right wind,
Right.
wind direction.
Right, Vesper, you want to go ahead and explain the wind mechanic for those who might not be familiar?
The wind mechanic is really considered the crux of skill in this game. The first hurdle that you have to pass. The wind will change randomly every turn, every round. And yeah, there are certain weapons that are affected by it. I would say most of the basic critical weapons, like bazooka
Oh my
weapons
gosh!
would be- Oh!
Ame-senpai with the laser sniper, but do you see
What's going on?
the explosive can opts not to go for it? There was this explosive can that perhaps would have gotten in the way and exploded.
Perhaps.
Ame is going to attack with some sort of... Yes, it does appear. The sheep!
The sheep! What is going on? What?
The sheep, where's the sheep going? And for what purpose? Into the ocean.
Into the ocean.
Interesting.
A bold strategy.
A bold strat.
Is this the worm's equivalent of a taunt? She feels like it is unnecessary for her to go on the offensive, and
Mr.
Johnson
Gladiator
lives to fight another
going
day.
for... He's blasting Rene-senpai and Altair. Oh, God. Rene-senpai getting the brunt of that. And he's perched. He's going to perch himself back into safe zone. All right here is safe. Blasting Altair and Rene-senpai here.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay. Calliope Wormy still tucked away in this cubby.
I honestly am not entirely sure what she can do.
Calliope
Is she gonna dig
burrowing
through?
the tucking herself away.
What a legend! What a legend, everybody. While your two seasoned commentators are at a loss for what to do in that situation, she knows exactly how to run away with this game, burrow to safety, only to emerge at the very end to snatch victory from defeat.
Is it back to Altair? Do you think so? Oh, teleporting. Teleporting all the way across in order to get into the Gatling gun. But I think that's going to leave him exposed to Ame-senpai's attack.
Yeah, that's a very risky play. And I also feel like turreting at this stage, unless you're going for Axel over there, probably. Although I would agree, from Rene-senpai's point of view, Axel is the one that she should be aiming for. He definitely. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Altair. Altair is setting up in position. What weapon is he using? The bazooka. The bazooka.
He has a straight-on shot. A straight-on shot on Axel. This is not looking good for Axel. Is Axel has named his worm. Oh my gosh! And Altair flubbing it! bouncing off, exploding himself into the water. There was a little lip. There was a little lip right here. He caught himself on the lip. And now, Rene actually in the gunner, perhaps able to Oh no, this is, oh, that was Ame. Sorry, I got confused. It was Ame, not Rene, senpai. Going for, okay,
nice shot.
Little bit of splash damage, not the best damage, but what is Mr. Gladiator going to do?
Can I also comment that the great Magni Dezmond is the star commentator for a reason. He called it, folks. Do you guys remember what he said?
I called it. I did call it. I said Altair would be first out. And
first out. You called it.
Yep. And he was.
I honestly did not see him being eliminated. I mean, he's eliminated himself there. I don't know. Like, that's incredible. Ooh, Rene's dealing.
Hubris, Vesper. One word. Hubris.
Hubris.
So,
the burrowing strategy.
Kallio Bemori burrowing into the, I assume some sort of safe. However, I do not think Callie Senpai is aware that the water levels will start to rise at a certain point, and perhaps digging her own grave here. The water levels will rise. Rene Senpai, pretty good position right here.
Decent. Who's she aiming for? I would go for Axel personally. We'll see who she's targeting. I think I don't think it would be a good idea for her to directly
out the
challenge
teleporter.
Watson.
Oh no!
Okay.
Is this perhaps the airstrike?
Oh, it's the airstrike.
The bunker buster. Oh my god! Direct hit to Axel Sirios.
Not too much damage.
Not too much
damage, but definitely his vehicle looks like it's on the cusp of exploding. He should probably get clear of that helicopter.
Oh no!
What is going on?
Is this a bunker buster? I do think so. It is a bunker buster burrowing through, and it's hits. What a play from Ame Senpai. What a play. Unbelievable.
Just goes to show you, no matter where you are on the map, if you think you're safe from Amelia Watson, you are not.
And now there is, if Axel wants, there is a direct line to Callie Senpai's worm, but he's opting. Going to blast.
I cannot believe.
Oh no! Going for Rene, and a little bit of splash damage onto Ame, but this helicopter, they need to deal with Axel the helicopter. I don't know. Not that much damage though. Only 6 damage. And
vehicles can explode though, Dez, and that's going to cause a lot of residual damage to Axel. He did not get clear of that vehicle, heavily damaged vehicle.
We have a health kit coming in.
Okay.
Callie still fairly safe. What is Callie Senpai opting to do here?
Blowtorch?
Blowtorch.
Blowtorch?
Callie committing to the burrowing.
Is she continuing to burrow into the heart of the mountain
far
on
over
foot?
Misty
what a legend!
Mountain tops, Vesper. Into the mines of Moria, Callie goes.
Incredible. The single-minded determination.
A true worm. A worm through and through. Rene proven to be very aggressive this match so far. Always on the attack.
Indeed.
What is this? Is this a bazooka I'm looking at? This little lip right here is going to be blocking Rene. I'm not so sure unless they can lob it over to hit Ame. Ame is protected with this little bit of a lip though.
Yeah. I wonder what play Rene Senpai will be pulling out. Ooh. I don't know. I feel like she needs to respond to Axel. She's been giving the sitting by technicality champion just free reign.
Perhaps. Oh no. Rene getting stuck on the lip into the robot. Getting stuck on the lip.
She's in the robot.
Rene panicking, unable to do
9 seconds.
She's going, deciding to, and she's jumping, and she's jumping back on top of the lip. Very interesting
Time
play.
out.
Very interesting play. The pathing, very interesting pathing. Oh, what is this? A steel girder of some sorts. Huh?
Now that is incomprehensible. Beyond the likes of mere mortals. No idea where that came from or why. But I'm sure that it will become relevant as the match continues.
All right, what is
you could bet top
Mr.
dollar.
Axel Sirios with the jetpack. Getting the crate.
Okay.
Perhaps
Still has a little
going
bit
to
of
fly
jetpack fuel
over.
left. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Taking advantage of Ame Senpai's
No!
steel girder!
No, he
Unbelievable!
reached the top.
Ame was preemptively perhaps setting up something, but Axel Sirios has instead stolen the high ground. Jetpacking from over here to an even further high ground. And he's not done yet. 20 seconds on the clock.
20 seconds. Bazooka, where are you aiming that, boy?
No. Going for Ame Senpai here. Is this going to
Ame?
hit?
Okay.
I don't know. Can it curve? Can it curve?
It can indeed curve. That's the homing missile, I believe.
Ooh,
Oh, that's-
unlucky. Unlucky. Perhaps should have aimed for this kind of arc, Vesper.
That could have worked. He could have also shot it straight outward, but also at half power or maybe even quarter power.
Right,
Because
he
you don't
did
need
the
a lot.
full power. If he just
Yeah,
did
the
a
full
little
power
bit,
shot.
it would have curved right there.
Exactly.
Callie Senpai burrowing even further.
She doesn't have to get the most amount of kills, Des. All she has to do is be the last one on the
Right,
map.
you just
and-
need to survive.
Yeah,
Improvise,
basically.
adapt. Oh, and a tank. Interesting. Rene Senpai in the
Interesting
mech.
place for it to drop.
Perhaps going for
Okay.
Ame's worm right here.
Oh, the heel.
The heel actually
Big.
huge.
That's
and
going to be
opting to
huge.
stay, keeping some distance between Ame and herself.
If I recall correctly, the mech doesn't really have a ranged attack. It has
Rene opting
a
to leave
ground
the
pound.
mech.
She's really hurting for a ranged attack option in that mech. So I do think that dismounting and going on foot
Remember,
is probably the right
Axel
play.
still up here. Oh, Rene going for Axel's
guided-
worm. Perhaps this is not the strat that Axel should have gone for. But wait, canceling? Rene, only 15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds.
10 seconds on the clock, Rene.
Take the shot.
Take the shot. Hesitation is death.
Take the shot, Gogol 13.
Rene is trapped underneath.
Oh, she
the
is
mech.
trapped under the mech.
The mech
Oh!
he has trapped Rene Senpai.
This is heartbreaking. Oh, folks, what is... We're lucky this is just a scrimmage. If this was the actual real deal, I would be heartbroken.
Ame Senpai perhaps looking to go up to contest
No.
Axel's worm.
No!
And will she opt for a baseball bat?
Baseball bat, Hadoken, what are we going
Hadouken?
here? The
Opting for the
poke?
baseball bat. This could be disastrous for Axel.
This could be the end for the competitor Axel.
And instead opting to
Oh!
poop. Oh! And Axel barely surviving.
He was saved by the
by
lip.
the little lip. Ame with the BM. With the BM. The slight poke. The slight poke. But alas, it is that tiny bit of lip. A centimeters. A hair. Just a hair of ground keeping Mr. Gladiator safe. Axel attempting will not challenge Ame Senpai and instead opts to go in on the other side. Smart.
He's learned his lesson.
Oh, the turret. Perhaps.
The turret.
Is he looking to... Does he have a line of sight?
Does he have the shot?
Oh my gosh, he does! Knocking...
Oh!
my
Oh!
gosh!
Oh! Oh!
Unbelievable!
He's a legend. Did he actually absorb the soul of a champion?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The favorite, Watson Amelia, is out of this scrimmage.
Ame Senpai.
This is
knocked
anybody's
out.
game.
And honestly, this is just a luck issue. Ame, by all accounts, should have killed Axel, but this lip, who would have thought
that lip.
this tiny little lip would end up saving Axel?
He couldn't have known that.
No.
He couldn't have.
No.
There's no way.
Rene Senpai still trapped under the mech. Oh, opting for the airstrike. Here it comes.
Airstrike.
Could this kill Axel?
Is this the end? If it's angled at the right...
That's a juicy hit right there. Juicy.
Ooh.
Barely
Could have sent him
surviving.
off into the water,
5
but
health.
he survived.
And the helicopter explodes!
Oh!
Killing Axel!
Oh! The drama, the pageantry. Who's gonna win this? I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win this.
Ended up being Axel's downfall. We have Calliope Wormy and Rene Senpai.
Can I point something out? I believe Rene Senpai is out of airstrike abilities. But the athlete Calliope Wormy still has all.
Calliope Wormy is sitting very healthy. Very healthy in terms of health.
Yeah.
Rene still trapped under the mech.
I mean, that's a prime target for an airstrike if I've ever seen one, Des. I feel like...
I don't think Calliope Wormy has used the airstrike yet.
Did you call it?
You know, I said it's either
Is
Calliope, first or last.
This is incredible. This is unpredictable. What?
Teleporting. Very interesting. Opposite the teleport.
Okay. I respect it, although it's a little dangerous to be that close to the
Callie
ledge
just
this
needs
late.
the jetpack here, and boop, Rene off.
Oh, no. I see it. I see it. Is she...
But
nope.
instead opting
Airstrike.
for the bunker buster.
Oh, I would have gone from the other angle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Potentially, like,
honestly, it's a lot of inputs. It's really stressful, but jetpacking up and baseball batting Rene would mean instant death.
Instant death, 100%. That's the lock-in win right there.
Is that the curving missile? Perhaps Rene is going for a...
To my eye, it looks like a standard bazooka, but I can't tell.
Rene.
But the wind is in a decent position to
a sort of
curve back.
downward wind.
Yes. That is definitely a skill shot, though. We don't know if Rene Senpai can pull off
the turkey-headed Rene is inching closer to Callie. Perhaps Rene has
33 seconds.
Is she going to go for a straight-on downward shot? Oh, the curving no, what is this?
The homing. That's
rocket.
A homing. Okay.
I would aim a little up. I would aim a little up and tap it.
Yeah. Same, Des. Is it gonna work?
A light tap is all Rene needs. Oh,
just tap it in.
It hit.
Oh.
Needed to shoot a little higher up.
You'll regret that.
Ooh, but I don't know. Water is rising. All Callie Senpai needs to do is jetpack up here and hit Rene off. Or any sort of downward attack from above could boop Rene off. Callie. Yes, Callie opting for the airstrike. Perhaps this is enough momentum to push Rene.
It definitely...
And the lip continuing.
Oh! Again, the
matter.
lip drama. Could we get a rep out there and check this lippage?
It doesn't matter. It's the health. Rene did not have the health. It did not matter.
Heartbreaking.
It is Callie Senpai.
That was just a scrimmage. I cannot believe it, Des. Oh, my God.
That is just the practice round, everybody. Yes. Wow.
This is why the great Magni Dezmond is the commentator of all time. He called it to the
I
T.
called it.
If you're a gambling man, you would be a millionaire, Magni.
But yes, Callie Senpai taking the win. I called it.
That was incredible. Interesting fact about the competitor, the athlete, Mori Calliope. She currently holds the world record for the most amount of doubters slain in a single blow. Single strike.
A fan favorite, Callie Senpai.
Yeah. Always smacking down the doubters. Here we go.
Oh, are we going straight into it?
Are we?
Ooh, not quite. They're choosing choosing the map.
I believe in the actual playoff matches, they'll be controlling 3 worms each, if I'm correct, Des?
Yes. So that was the practice round, 1 worm each. But I do think for the actual game, we are going for Yes, yes. Okay.
They're fielding a team of 3, I believe.
Team of 3s. And it appears that they were going with Brimstone map. Very interesting. This seems to have a no top ceiling. Perhaps Ame is looking to bump up the difficulty so that some of the newbies don't get some lucky kills.
Brimstone is a contested pick. I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm sure the commissioner of HWL has vetted it, and they're going with it. We just have to trust with their judgment that this is going to create the best possible entertainment we can for the viewers. And that's what it's really all about, right, Des? The viewers?
Yes, yes, Vesper. I think it's just a show for our viewers' sake here. Without the viewers,
always
the HoloWorm League wouldn't even be a thing.
We are so lucky, so lucky.
Okay, so I do think we are the Commissioner Yago.
Commissioner
like
Yago.
Dana White of the HoloWorm League. Okay, it seems we are jumping into the new match here.
Here we go, everybody.
It seems we're hopping into the first official match of the HoloWorm League. Let's get it started.
By the way, folks, three players from this round, Group 1, will advance to the semifinals.
Right.
So it's not just the top player. You just have to beat the bottom 2.
Let's take a look at the bracket again for anyone that was a little late. Here is the bracket. So again, this is the match. We're playing one single match here. Rene, Callie, Axel, Ame, Altair. The 3 top surviving worms. So 2 people will be knocked out today.
Oh, man. Who are your picks, do you think? Would you like me to go first? Do you want to go first?
Sure, you can go ahead. What do you think?
I'm thinking Callie, Ame, and Altair. That's the standard pick. That's the basic pick, but I do think skill-wise, we're going to go with those 3. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
we're starting.
Oh.
We're loading in. All right.
HWL.
I'm thinking Axel, Callie Senpai, and Ame Senpai.
Okay, so we're just switching out Altair for Axel.
Rene Senpai seems to, I don't know, with a little bit of bad luck, but Rene is a wild card here. Rene Senpai playing very aggressive. So
yes,
I think agree. But perhaps too aggressive and not worrying enough about self-preservation.
Yeah, like I said before, it's not a game where you have to rack up the most amount of kills. It's not a game about points. It's a game about survival.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Axel already taking the bat to Buffson right here. Johnson. 30 damage straight off the bat. I don't know.
The bat is generally better reserved until you're in a position where you can get a ring out. I believe Axel kind of wasted the bat there.
Team Little Guys. Calliope Senpai.
What's the play here? What's the play?
Going to... If it worked once, it'll work twice, Vesper.
She's too low. It's too low. Don't do it.
Opting to burrow.
Bold.
I mean,
incredibly bold.
It worked once.
She's so good at burrowing, she might very well find the Arkenstone of Thrain in there.
All right, Team Axel with Maguni-chan getting some sort of... Okay, it's Rene's turn. Rene. Oh, that's me. I don't... Am I going to be able to kill myself very easily? I don't know.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Where can I go? Wait, I don't even... What will kill me in one hit? I don't even know.
I actually don't know. I think there was like a kamikaze in one of the older worms. A little bit of a fun fact. There was a kamikaze attack, but I don't think they have it in this version. But there was definitely a self-kill option.
Is perhaps thinking... opting for a teleport, or is this a missile? Wait, looks like Axel crafting something. So there is crafting in this game. Teleporting down.
Ooh, I don't know if I want to be that close to Rob Schneider.
That close to Rob Schneider.
Makes me a little nervous being in that close proximity to Rob Schneider. I don't know.
Cunning.
You can do it. There's a lot of teleporting going on here.
Okay, I'll have to.
Oh, okay,
I'll have to
okay.
kill myself
was
next
you.
round.
Shoot. I can use it.
Okay, Altair, kind of safely tucked away, or is this? I'm kind of having trouble discerning the foreground and the background. Oh no, it's this plane. Right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Altair. I
Relatively
think Altair
sheltered from
disappointed
airstrikes,
with the showing in the last match. If I'm being honest. What is that? Going for some sort
I
of.
actually don't know what that is.
Is this the background or the foreground? Like, will this block it or can it go past it? I'm having trouble visually understanding the map here. Opting to shoot upwards, perhaps trying to hit someone up there.
You are turtle.
Definitely a confusing map. Not well suited to.
Ooh,
people that are-
interesting.
Rubbish.
Very interesting.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Ame Senpai.
What's going on here?
In the tank!
She has to
She
be
has a
going
clear
for
shot.
Axel. She has to be going
Oh!
for Axel.
Barely. Off the top
Oh,
of the head.
the
Barely.
miss.
Barely. Just a little. A slight. Perhaps 30 degrees. And now. Mr. Dr. Gladiator on the picking up the toolbox
Okay.
with a clear shot on Ame Senpai
What was he
here.
crafting? We don't know.
What was he crafting indeed? Perhaps
The cheeky child himself
Axel.
with the devil's own luck.
more knowledgeable in
Seems to
this
be
game than maybe we thought. With Maguni-chan. Wait, Chan? What?
Yeah.
All right. With the jetpack boosting all the way. Very interesting. I don't know about this. What is he opting for here?
I have no idea.
Some sort of Gatling gun, it appears.
Is that the mortar?
Oh
That
my
might be a
goodness!
mortar.
With a direct shot.
That's a mortar. That's a
Hurting
mortar
himself,
right
doing more damage to himself than he did to Callie Senpai's
there.
worm.
Oh, heartbreaking.
A little too ambitious. A little too
An
ambitious.
attempt was made. Uh-oh. Here's Rob Schneider.
Perhaps could attack Rene or try to finish off Axel. But if Axel and Callie Senpai focus too much on each other, Rene is sitting too healthy and very close.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no! And Callie doing 25 damage.
Self-damage.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. The lips.
I think it's the nerves that are getting to them, Dez.
Wait, Rene tucked in a very good spot, tucked away here.
Pretty much only in danger from the rising water levels, I agree. Or is that blood? Looks quite tasty to me. Flipping. That is a wall.
So that's a wall.
That's
so,
insane.
So it's
What?
is it like this? Is that the space?
That's insane.
Oh, the Calliope technique.
Oh, the burrowing
to
technique.
burrow. I don't know. Rene sitting very pretty here. I like this position. Very far from everybody. Closest person is Ame Senpai right here.
Boring.
I might have to shift my expectations and replace.
I did not see small Ame up there actually.
Oh. Ah, here's the
Doing
commentator.
what I do best.
Boring. If it can shoot, I can use it.
Salute emoji, Boggy. Salute emoji.
I'm not hanging around.
Altair with the jetpack.
Okay.
Opting to
Where's
try
he
to
going?
contest Callie over here.
What's going on here? Burrowing?
Uh-oh. Going into
Going into the
the
burrow.
burrow. Perhaps some sort of bomb. Or breaking out the shotgun, point blank.
Oh!
Altair out for
Brutal.
blood here.
Brutal.
How much damage will this do point blank?
I believe 25, if I'm not mistaken. 2 shots, though. 2 shots. Bazooka. I would not recommend that, Altair. I don't know about this, Tim. I don't know about this. Oh!
Altair!
Oh, he's in poke territory there,
I don't
folks.
know. Callie has... All Callie Senpai needs to do is boop him into the water.
He just needs to boop his snoot, and into
Boop
the
the
water he
snoot.
goes. Boop the
All
snoot.
right. Ame leaving some TNT.
Oh, Johnson. No. Oh, the
Oh my
flourishing
goodness.
flip. No!
Oh my gosh, this is...
Remember me.
That is some insane self-damage.
What is going on
and
here?
Ame has killed herself. And Axel's worm surviving the blast.
Is the champion...
I think Ame's big brain 200 IQ plays are actually working against her. The plays are too smart, too complicated, too convoluted.
Can I be honest, though, Des? I feel like that flourishing backflip jump kind of was unnecessary, right?
Should have made a break for it, Vess.
Should have made a break for it. But she decided to go with the flourish. She decided to go with a little bit of showboating.
Trying to blast Rene off of this burger. Oh my goodness!
Multiple shots.
Nice
there you
hit. That was a very nice hit. Axel with the Noah Oji Dono. All right, we got Calliope's Adam Sandler worm. Oh, going into what is this? Some sort of
what is that?
chainsaw boat?
What is going on?
Oh, what?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
interesting
Amazing.
vehicle doing 30 damage to Han Doko. Rene. The crate. What was that thing that Axel was crafting? Still not unsure.
I'm sure if we know the gladiator, and we certainly do, it'll make itself known in the latter half of the match.
Oh my gosh. Rene taking control.
Wresting control of the motor.
Wait. Is Rene trying to aim it back onto Axel? No. Instead, I think a direct attack here is actually
I think a
smart
baseball
play.
bat here would not go amiss.
If could get very lucky.
The baseball bat, here it comes! Here it comes!
Rene could get very lucky with this hit. Oh my gosh, bouncing in. Ooh.
Oh, he survived!
Wow. Okay, survived. There was ground there, but ooh.
If I can shoot, I can use it.
Ah.
I feel like Renaissance might be able to advance. I feel like both of us were off the mark. I might have to
Altair
revise
also
it.
having a worm very safe away from everyone, but opting to teleport. This is incredibly safe. Incredibly
This is
safe
definitely
play. This
the
is
type of underhanded play that we've
right.
come to expect from
this
our
is
leader.
exactly the unethical type of play style we come to expect from Altair.
Definitely, yeah. He's here to win. He doesn't care if he gets any haters. He's here to win.
Yep. Oh, Ame. Ame also sitting very pretty with positioning.
I believe she's on the low ground though. So if it comes to just waiting it out the clock, I don't think that she could beat Altair.
All right. Will Axel has choosing a weapon, I believe, right now. Checking his inventory. There's a lot going on this side of the map, though, Vesper. Rene and Ame's worms over on this side, uncontested.
It is absolute carnage over on the right side of the map. I agree with you, Des. What is he doing?
Let's take a look. Right, Rene has burrowed in there. Small Ame over there. Oh, the girder. Wow. This is
the girder play. No, he's not.
This is unscrupulous. Unscrupulous.
Who said that Tempest was a guild of heroes? This is not okay.
Oh, wow.
Did he check
Getting
to
the
make
high
sure
ground.
Oh.
I don't know. 8 that looks like prime target for small Ame right there. All right.
Yeah. I gotta say.
Calliope, Warmy, all Calliope has to do is boop. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go for the boop. Go for the boop.
Go for the boop.
Go for the boop.
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't know. I do not know
I don't
about
think
this.
that's a good idea, Tim. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should baseball that. Or Hadoken. Do something. Anything but that. Oh.
Oh, no. Well, at the very least, it does seem like an awkward type of geometry for Altair's worm. I don't think he'll be able to easily climb back into that little hidey hole.
I agree.
Whose turn is it? It is... Ah. Rene.
I can't.
Some sort of...
Blue East Hero corner.
Some sort of lip. Rene's... Oh. Ooh, okay. Has a direct line of sight to Kali Senpai's worm right here.
Not quite enough distance for the bazooka there. I would actually not risk that if I was playing, but
You have to be careful of the splash damage.
yeah, it's a big thing. I think
Okay, solid hit though. Solid hit.
solid hit. Okay, no damage. No damage.
I'm worried about Altair's worm up here. Wow, Altair's worm's very fresh actually.
Yeah. He's in kind of a safe zone, although Adam Sandler is burrowing to his current location. I would be worried about that.
Jetpacking.
A prudent decision. Getting out of there. Interesting.
Interesting. Tucking away in this little cubby.
Tucking away. Yeah.
What is he
What
opting
is he
for?
doing?
Perhaps trying to get Axel?
Airstrike? What is that? A grenade?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like this is a wall right here. Oh,
It looks like a grenade.
I think he's going to try to lob this at Axel. Can he do the geometry?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That was a little touch and go. Very
A gutsy
interesting.
move.
A gutsy move. I respect
gutsy
it.
move.
I respect it. Oh, Ame in the tank.
Is she going for Johnson up in the corner? Can we get an angle check
see.
confirmation on Johnson up in the upper corner?
John's way up there.
I believe she's going for Johnson. The kill. Whoa. What is going on?
Opting to...
I called it.
Is this some sort of teleporter? Ooh. Okay,
Oh, okay.
teleporting both of
Huh.
her worms up there.
Now that is an interesting play. I don't know if I agree with that, but she's
interesting.
definitely the most experienced competitor.
Okay,
in this.
Axel with Maguni-chan.
I'm gonna be honest. I would get rid of Adam Sandler first.
Right, with the saw
That's
boat.
that sawboat is definitely, pardon my French, in a position to fuck his day up.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, opting to jetpack, actually. The safe play. Axel playing much safer than you would expect Axel to play, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Is he going? Oh.
Oh, wow. Axel actually very impressing me. There is a worm down there. Axel, I don't know if Axel remembers. Callie's
there
worm
is.
right there in the cubby.
He should be able to see it because the player, when they're inside of a building, sees the interior of the building. So I'm not sure that he was aware.
Crocodile, alligator, Vesper. Let's see. Oh, the turn ended.
Artillery backup.
Oh my gosh. That is...
Oh,
I do not know.
brutal.
Wow, living with 15 health, but that was a direct... That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay. Rene-senpai tucked away, continuing to burrow. Gotta watch out for the rising tide, though.
Yeah, she should start burrowing up.
I think Rene should start burrowing this direction, or perhaps...
Yeah, I
At
don't
least-
know. I don't know that she should surface just yet, but oh, yep, she's burrowing up.
Just below the surface. Can she go this direction, perhaps?
Give you a lift.
I would definitely stay undercover for as long as I
I
possibly
agree.
could.
I agree.
Yes.
All
yes.
right, Altair. There's been a lot of. Ooh. This has been an epic fight going on in the bottom right corner.
Indeed.
Can he get the grenade? Oh!
I don't think so.
no!
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Altair going for the cheeky geometry and paying the price for it. Altair killing himself once more. Callie Senpai baiting.
It's over, Altair. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power.
Is this
No, she did not.
geometry? Is this light post? Oh no, okay.
It is. Oh, there we go. What are we going at here? What?
Interesting.
What?
Some sort of grenade.
Interesting.
What? What is that? I don't know what I just watched, Vesper.
I have no idea either. Bold strategy. We'll see that if
Bold.
it pays off.
I really don't know what that was.
Oh, we have Axel constructing something. What is he making?
what am I looking
What
at?
is he up to? This wily boy.
Ah, yeah.
Mr. Gladiator. Still in the tank.
Gladiator.
Oh, a direct line of sight to Renee's worm up here. Perhaps it's this little lip, the little branch. I don't know if he can. Ooh, that's a tough.
Oh.
That's a tough. The branch is getting in his
Oh,
way.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
This
know if I would
branch
risk
right
that.
here.
I don't know. I don't know that I would risk that, son.
He's going for it. He's going for it.
Is he going for
He's
it?
precariously. What is this? Balancing.
He's like a Skyrim horse. You can't stop this boy.
What is this?
If it fits, he sits.
If he fits,
What is this?
He sits and he fits, brother. Oh my goodness! In a direct hit.
Oh, beautiful shot.
How much damage? 14. Not the
Not
most
a whole
damage,
lot.
actually.
Yeah, not a whole lot. You know, the tank has a multi-shot weapon, and it can deal a decent amount of damage, but you need to land all those shots, and unfortunately, it's got a powerful knockback, so it is definitely a high-skill weapon to use. Oh, burrowing.
Callie actually very safe, but the rising tide.
Yeah, I
Rising
feel
tide,
like
Vesper.
she's not going to get killed by another competitor, but definitely might be a ring-out candidate. Although, to my knowledge, to my recollection, she has not used a teleport yet. Am I correct with that?
Ah.
So she might just be chilling until the water,
Altair
the
sitting
rising
pretty up
blood
there
level.
still.
Yeah. And you know, there is something to be said for gaining the high ground that early, because if anybody else wants to teleport up there or jetpack or whatever, actually jetpacking would still give them the ability to attack him, but if they teleport up there, which is pretty much the only reliable option to get up to that ledge, he can immediately retaliate before
Speaking
the
of
next
which-
turn and knock them off.
Callie's up by opting to teleport up to Altair's location.
Cheeky move, but I don't know if that's a great idea. Oh.
But if Callie Senpai can survive one hit,
Yeah, but I just think that she's going to get knocked off. She's just going to get booped off that ledge.
we've seen the consistency of Altair's hits so far. Not
True.
impressive. Not impressed.
Surprisingly leaves much to be desired from the leader of the Guild Tempest. I feel like the members
I
of
caught it.
Tempest might be
I caught it.
a little... Oh,
What
do we got?
Renee is selecting.
oh,
What will-
is this... Does Brimstone not allow airstrikes?
I don't
Because
think
it's-
so. I don't think so.
You know, it's made for an interesting match, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm seeing Commissioner Yago's vision for HWL Season 44.
We don't
I
want
think,
some cheeky airstrikes turning the tides too easily.
I agree.
But Renee appears going to burrow Quickly, Rene. You only have 3 seconds. Burrow, burrow, burrow. Oh, unable to get the torch off, unfortunately. Handoko. Still in a pretty safe position over here.
Conserving energy. I mean, she's currently.
This is pretty safe.
Is she the current winner? Regarding, can we get a statistician to check?
I think so.
HP
I do think so.
tabulations?
Oh no, Altair. Opting to run away and perhaps going to shoot. Yes. Oh, will he go for Axel or will we go for Callie?
I don't think that's a good idea because Adam Sandler is just going to boot his snoot.
Oh, actually, maybe thinks that Ame Senpai has too much longevity over here and is going to opt for the rocket. The long-range rocket.
That's a homing rocket. That's a homing rocket.
Let off some steam.
That's the homing rocket.
Oh!
Oh!
The lip!
Oh, the lip!
The lip. Altair getting terrible luck with these. The
Heartbreaking.
lip
Heartbreaking.
does do a little tiny bit of splash damage to small Ame, but man, that lip really saving Ame's team. There's this very slight lip that is causing
that lip
problems for Ame Senpai.
If you recall, she blowtorched through that lamppost.
Right. Perhaps Ame has a response. Oh, Ame has a
Oh!
response.
Oh! Oh!
Opting.
She gonna do it?
Oh! Was unable to get that
Oh!
flaming canister. Unable to get that flaming canister, but has done much damage to Altair. And now Altair in a precarious position, unable to really contest Callie Senpai, I think.
He's lost the high ground.
He's lost the high ground. Oh! And Axel exploding.
Johnson!
And killing himself.
And he takes the toolbox with
He
him.
takes the toolbox. Oh, the water rising. You know he's beating himself up about that. Calliope, Wormy needs to. Oh, going for the teleport. Ah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Bold
Getting
strategy.
out of there just in time for the rising tides. I'm not sure
But, you know,
how many worms are in this area. I think 2. I'm not sure exactly. 3?
Definitely Maguni-chan and Rob Schneider, I believe, are the 2 that are inside food poisoning.
Ooh.
Ooh, Maguni-chan,
Wait,
why?
there's 3
there's
worms.
3.
There's 3 worms in here.
What is the third worm?
I think that's Rene's worm, right?
Ah,
Yes, it's
Illusion
Illusion
Knight.
Knight. Yes.
Okay.
Altair, is he gonna... he has a direct line of sight, but the grenade might bounce back.
No, that's not the prudent. That's not the right play. I don't think he's got the skill to make that shot.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if he can prove everyone wrong right here, right now. Altair. Axel's worm is 100 health, 100%.
Yeah.
Very healthy worm right there. He's doing the geometry.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's playing 4D chess. Is he gonna burrow?
playing the safe. Going with the safe move.
Honestly,
Cowardice, if I'm being honest. A coward if I've ever seen one. Okay, Ame's 2 worms sitting pretty over here. Perhaps going for another long-range shot?
okay.
No,
Okay.
going for the jetpack. Taking Axel's worm spot now that he's been cleared out. And perhaps going for another long-range missile shot or some sort of grenade lob.
What weapon could she possibly pull out here?
What is this? Some sort of grenade launcher? Like a foom, foom. Going for perhaps Callie's worm down here. Ooh, a little undershot.
Ooh.
Close, but not quite. Not quite.
I believe that was as close to a max power shot as it could get. So
Perhaps could she have arched it up maybe and it could have gone a little further perhaps?
a little bit further perhaps. I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know that.
Axel has a clear shot for Altair's worm right there. The geometry has been cleared out.
Yeah,
This is a
it
clear
has.
shot if I've ever seen it, Vesper.
definitely threading the needle to get him to sink into the water, though. I think he's more likely to drop into the area that Rene-senpai's worm
Could
Handoko
fall
is.
down here.
Yeah. And set up a confrontation between those two while suffering no risk of
Remember, there are
retaliation.
3 worms right here, Vesper. And
Oh
remember,
my.
this is Callie up here and Rene's worm down there.
Meanwhile, Axel's Noah Oji Dono is literally Skyrim horsing on the tip of that tree.
Wait, it wasn't. Whose move is this? Oh, it wasn't Noah Oji. It was that worm down there.
Oh,
It was
okay.
Maguni-chan. Maguni-chan. Went
Is
from
he-
over here up to this little cubby up there.
I gotta be honest with you, Des. I don't think that's he should be able to be on that lip. I don't think that's intended.
The geometry, that is a little suspect. Oh my
When
gosh!
are the
Callie has now lost another worm.
what happened?
To the turret.
Ah, the turret.
The sentry.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Rene! The rising tide, Rene senpai! Burrow! You must escape!
Burrow
Honestly,
like your life depends on
Rene
it.
must burrow and start getting the high ground. I don't know, but Ame's worms are up there.
Keep in mind that if she uses the blowtorch, she can't use any other movement for this turn. So she can't jetpack, she can't use a teleporter. She
Oh.
just needs to get above the...
Rene!
Oh, that might be it. Oh, that might be it. Oh!
Just barely. But next turn, Rene. No, Rene will not be able to because the turn will be for the other worms. That worm is dead. That worm might as well be dead. Oh, Altair has a clear shot for the tank, the precarious,
Okay.
the sheep, Vesper, the sheep.
The sheep! Oh,
It's going.
oh,
Can they make the jump?
oh! Oh!
Oh,
Oh
oh
no!
no, Altair.
Oh, what a waste.
And Rene's worm drowning! Rene senpai's worm unable to burrow out.
In 2 short rounds, going from the front runner in terms of HP to the lowest on the totem pole. A stunning reversal on every front. What is going to happen in
Ame
this match?
going for a jetpack up to this little hidey hole up here. Or no, even further. Wow, there's another cubby even further up there. Okay, you can't see it, but Ame has set up. There's like a cubby like this,
End
and
of the
there's a
turn.
turret. Ame's worm is here, and there's a turret right up there. That is a very protected spot. The tank now having a clear shot to Altair.
Okay.
No, opting to leave the tank for the tested, tried and true helicopter.
Oh no! Who's he going for?
Going for
Callie worm.
Calliope Wormy.
I don't know if that's going to be enough damage to take her down.
Oh!
Oh, and it was!
That was a lot of damage. Way more than I was expecting, to be honest. Altair's worm. Gonna have to go out the other
In
way.
critical danger. He's gonna need to make a big mover, or he's
Rene's not
down to
doing
1 worm.
I mean, Callie senpai does have this very protected worm up here.
Yeah, I feel like she definitely should steer clear of that the flaming barrel there.
What is that? Is this...
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Do a little bit of a zoom action.
Your line.
A turret of some sort? I believe that is a turret.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to place it down. I don't think it's allowing her to place it down.
Sentry turret.
Oh, that is a nice
Sentry
placement.
deployed.
Sentry deployed. Wow. Wow, that's
Like
actually...
an engineer that solves practical problems.
Rene senpai, the water's
Rene senpai.
rising. You won't be able to compete with the people in the high ground.
They've
You're gonna have
already taken the little nooks and crannies.
Rene senpai has to make a move.
I tell you something, Magni. These coward strats are out and about. They're everywhere. And you know, it only takes 1 coward to trigger a like an arms race of sorts.
Right.
If I'm being correct. Who was the first
It was
person to start the?
Altair.
It was
Man,
Altair. I believe it was
I've
Altair
never
as
seen
well.
such cowardice.
A frankly shameful display.
Right. Ooh, what is this? Is this the teleporter? Wait.
What?
Wait.
No.
Rene, you have to make a move. 10 seconds, Rene.
10 seconds. 13 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Rene, getting underneath the geometry. Oh, the turret.
Oh.
The turret is tearing.
The
Rene.
turret!
The turret. The turret has.
Oh! Roasted!
Rene. Oh my gosh, the turret. That's actually crazy. The Callie Senpai's turret. I don't think Rene will be able to survive another round of this turret. She's gonna have to make a move. Oh, is Altair gonna make a move for Callie Senpai and Rene Senpai up here?
I mean, if he could get that exploding barrel, he could deal an
This
incredible
turret,
amount of damage.
yes, chat is pointing out, has 360 capability here. It is not a frontal cone detection. Has a range at least this 360 range right here. What is?
My God, it might only have a
I think
pinpoint
Altair
blind
going
spot,
for
much like the Byakugan. Anyways.
32 trigrams right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
A little
Oh.
too much power.
Oh, too much oomph right there.
A little too
Oh,
much
into the
power.
water.
Ame.
Ooh.
If you don't know, you can't see because it can, but Ame does have a turret poised like this with the worm up here in this little lip up here. Oh my goodness. And with Ame Senpai is in a very good position. Remember, all you need to do is survive, Vesper.
He's here to win.
You don't need to be first. You get bragging rights, but the bottom two contestants will be knocked out.
That's the sheer grit of a competitor right
so
there.
in fact,
Magni.
I guess we would know what the qualifiers are before the round is even over, Vesper.
Yeah, the first two out, and I feel like, oh, Altair is not in a good position. Only one worm left. If somebody knocks out that worm of his, he's gone.
I think Axel's going for Ame Senpai's worms.
Unless it's a homing rocket? That's a homing rocket.
That's a homing rocket.
That's a homing rocket, folks.
Opting not to. Interesting.
Look at that cheeky smile on Magni Chan's face.
Wait.
Look at that. Maximum cheek.
Oh my gosh, going to curve.
No.
It's like Wanted with
No.
Angelina Jolie.
No, he's not going to be able to curve the bullets.
Is he going to be able to curve the shot? He needs minimal power. But if I know Axel, he's going to maximize the power, and it's going to go all the way here and do something like this. He just needs to tap it. Oh,
Tap it in,
nice.
Axel. Just tap it in.
What did I say, Vesper?
Oh,
What did
no.
I say? Damaging his own worm in the process. What did I say? I knew it. He just needed to tap. Just tap. Too much power. In regular Axel fashion.
He was going for the cheeky hee-hee-ha-ha.
It was a good play, Vesper.
And he got the
it was
AO.
a good
It was
play.
a good play.
Just too much power.
The technique leaves much to be desired. Definitely.
Whose turn is it?
Oh.
Is it?
What is going to happen?
Is it? Oh, it's up here. Callie Senpai with the sheep. Right up here, chat. This is where we're looking. Callie has the turret and the... What? Explain the sheep to me, Bess.
There are multiple different types of sheep, but the basic sheep, you let it down and it'll walk in the direction that you set it, and when it hits an obstacle or a ledge, it will jump. And
Okay.
it doesn't have the best AI, but
Wait, Callie opting for the rocket. I don't know if this is the play. I don't know if the rocket is the play. Callie, you're in such a great position. I don't know if the rocket is the
yeah.
play here, Vesper. 3 seconds. Perhaps she's going to opt to simply forego her turn. And actually, possibly, the smart decision.
yeah, definitely the smart decision.
Ooh, a health kit. Altair actually set up. Huge could jump down, grab the health pack. I don't know.
He still needs the high ground though, which he lost.
But if I'm not mistaken, is this not Altair's last worm? I think he needs survivability.
Definitely, but all of the
What is
all
this?
of
Is
the
this a
prime coward
teleportation?
spots have been taken.
What is this? Rene teleporting into Ame's hidey hole.
Okay.
And a toolbox spawning right there. That's very aggressive. Very aggressive TP coming from Rene Senpai. Now
Is
Altair.
that an aggression though, or is that just
Desperation, perhaps.
perhaps she's attempting to form a truce
A
with the front
truce.
runner?
Interesting.
It's been known to happen.
Can-
Unusual,
Altair.
unconventional for sure.
Can Altair make the shot? He keeps going for these, trying to curve, doing the geometry. What is the angle here? Cosine, sine, doing the mathematics. Is he able to lob it? Hitting axles. I don't know. Is he doing the math? 2x plus y equals the slope. I don't know if he can do it.
You hurry up.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Going for
I
the lobbing the
don't-
grenade. He's done the math.
He's done the math.
Not bad. Not bad. But sadly, not
No
connecting.
cigar.
Not connecting. Needed to go a little more upward with this angle right here.
Can I point out something? That
Can
helicopter.
you furrow above?
No,
Is it possible?
no, it can't be.
Oh
I
my-
refuse to believe it.
Wait. Ame with the girder trying to separate herself from Rene. She says, "Get your filthy worm away from me." This is not a bad choice either. Building protection from Axel's Maguni-chan.
She could definitely head glitch and take shots from relative
Ah.
safety with it.
Maybe not opting for the girder. Can't find the optimal placement.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, you could use it to trap worms as well. And that's what she does! Ame-senpai opting to trap.
Brutal. Brutal. Can we get a
Interesting.
measurement as who is currently highest? Who is currently highest?
I think
I believe Adam Sandler is just above Maguni-chan, but I
just
don't know about
barely.
Bosun.
Just barely. Oh my gosh.
Oh, is he
Axel
going for-
opting for Altair's worm. Can he survive that? Can he survive that?
I think he can. I think he can.
Wow, not much damage from the helicopter.
Yeah.
And it somehow did a little bit of damage to himself. Wow, look at this medkit though. And a crate. Okay. Calliope Senpai's Adam Sandler worm. What can be done here? I don't really know if there's anything to be done. Burn through the it might not be smart to burn through your blowtorch early on. It seems like
Yeah.
you need it for late game.
Definitely.
Because if Callie Senpai had access to the blowtorch, would be able to burrow this
down
way.
and deal damage. Yeah.
You're right though. If Callie Senpai stands right here, I believe she is barely above Maguni-chan, Axel's Maguni-chan.
What about Bosun on the other side of the map?
Let's
Who-
check.
who is currently on top of the world, as it were? Oh, I believe it's Adam Sandler.
I do think it's Adam Sandler.
Interesting. Interesting.
It depends if Ame Senpai is able to crawl up, like in that.
Does
little,
she really want to risk that?
That
Like,
is a
if she
risky
slides
play.
off.
I think Callie just needs to wait it out. There's not really a good play to do because there is
Does
no
she not
access.
realize that there's a girder there?
There is no access to airstrikes because of the ceiling.
Yes.
Rene not getting blasted by the turret.
I believe as long as she does not move from that position, the turret will not detect her presence.
They are separated by this little bit.
If I recall correctly, the Hadoken, the Shoryuken punch can actually go through.
Oh, do you think can Rene
Walls.
Senpai do some sort of
I believe if
Upward
Renaissance
attack.
realizes that and she could use the rising fire punch, she could actually attack Adam Sandler.
There's a tiny gap right here.
I think it burrows through terrain, if I recall correctly.
Does Rene Senpai have the knowledge doing the calculations. It's a rough spot. It's a rough spot. And this
Definitely.
is Rene Senpai's... No! Rene Senpai has one more worm. Oh.
Does she?
Rene Senpai.
This is the last worm.
Next to Ame Senpai's worm in the burrow, if you remember.
No kidding.
All right. They're opting to stay at some sort of armistice situation happening in the top right there. But Altair with the burrowing, with the blowtorch, still has some blowtorch. I would...
That's kind of a dead end. I don't think he has enough blowtorch left to be able to get to the level.
Did he flub
of
it up? Did he flub it up?
He flubbed it.
He flubbed it. He activated the
flubbed
blowtorch
it.
too early and flubbed it. That is
Heartbreaking.
what a
No other word can describe
no-
that but heartbreaking.
What an absolutely awful player. Rene
doesn't watch
Senpai
this.
taking the bat. Or no, that was Ame Senpai taking the bat to Rene. Wow, 10 health points on that. Wait, is that Axel's helicopter?
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye,
Exit Noah
Mr.
OG.
Dr. Gladiator. With one last worm up here. Maguni-chan, I will say though, a very nice position. Easy top 3 position if Axel plays it safe.
If anybody's got a homing missile, though, I feel like there's no lip to
True,
save him
but
this time,
we
right?
have not
Des?
seen people accurately calculate the homing missile angle.
It's true. It's true.
Could go for Ame over there. Perhaps if Axel has the girder, could simply block himself up or create and get a lot, just a tiny bit more height with the girder if he has access to it.
You know, I think it might be possible. It's going to require a very risky
Does
backflip.
Axel have a blowtorch? Could blowtorch up? Honestly, if Axel has the
He's
blowtorch,
got 10 seconds.
does Axel have the blowtorch? If he could blowtorch upwards, he could be in a position to win it all. I think he's opting to skip the turn.
He's skipping the turn. He's skipping the turn.
Interesting. Oh, there's a lot going on over here.
I don't think he's in control of the situation, Des. I think he's definitely feeling the pressure. Remember, it's just the first 2 that are knocked out that are being removed.
Right.
You don't have to win. You just can't be one of the first 2.
Altair, hanging on by a hair.
It might be the 2 members of Tempest that get knocked out, honestly.
Wait.
They both only have like one.
Cali Senpai.
Locking him in. No.
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 Oh!
No.
What?
No.
What is this? What is this? What is this play? Providing Axel some cover from Ame Senpai. Interesting.
That does mean he's definitely going to lose, though.
But he is unable to jump upwards.
I don't think he has any movement, teleportation, jetpacks left either. So he is
Does he not have a
functionally dead.
blowtorch?
However, she might have just secured Axel Sirius' place in the top 3.
Right.
If I'm correct.
Perhaps. Ame. Very interesting choice. This definitely protecting Axel from... Oh! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Whoa!
Rene! Blowtorching up! Rene! Rene Senpai!
She's got the survivor's instinct with just 10 HP.
And the water takes Ame Senpai's
Oh,
word!
Small Ame is gone! Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Oh, Ame Senpai didn't like that.
Oh, she did not like that.
Wait, Ame Senpai needs to... Yes, Ame Senpai has secured a top 3 placement with this move. I do believe so.
Yeah, she's ignoring Rene Senpai's Fusion Knight, and I believe she's going for that. That's her sole remaining worm,
Unless
I believe.
Rene can... Somehow... Does Axel have a blowtorch? I don't think so. Altair has died on the other side of the map.
Oh, our first
Has been
eliminated.
overtaken. We didn't even notice it.
You called it. You called it, Des.
I did.
First one out.
Wait, Axel doing exactly what I said and burrowing upwards. Do I know my worms or do I know my worms?
This
Use
is
blow
truly
torching
a
upward.
shameful display from Group 1.
Very shameful. I'll tear.
The cowardice.
What happened, man? What happened? Oh, you're right. This seems such a safe bet from the beginning, but I don't know. Does Rene have any blowtorch? No. I think she used it back then in the last turn. Callie definitely not having the blowtorch, burning it in the first round. Is there something? Wait! Oh my goodness! Callie Senpai has more blowtorching to do. This is what a race to the finish. I do think Callie Senpai, Axel, and Ame Senpai
Can't make this up.
will be moving on. Rene is just in a very tough position. This worm, especially Han Doko, trapped here.
Between a turret and a hard place, I agree.
Rene with a blowtorch as well. I think the only place to move upwards. But if she burns through this blowtorch, how many blowtorches? Oh my gosh! Has activated the perimeter of the turret.
I think it's over, Dez.
Oh no, Han, 10 health. But oh, the water. Next turn, this worm is dead. Next turn.
It's dead. It's dead. I think
If
unless something
Rene
crazy happens.
Fusion Knight needs to be able to survive somehow. But I don't know. Axel, Ame Senpai, and Callie Senpai are just so high up. Rene is... I'm impressed, really. This is just circumstance. But
The
Rene
tenacity.
is hanging on. The tenacity of Rene Senpai. What is this?
What is going on?
You can shoot!
No!
Not quite. Not quite. Oh! No. Barely. Barely. It's not looking good for Rene Senpai.
Imagine the feelings of sheer terror among these remaining worms.
Axel continuing to burrow upwards. They're all going to be burrowed at the tippy top. Axel at the utmost limit of the map.
Yeah.
Oh no, Rene! And it's done. We have
It's
the
done.
first two eliminations. Ame Senpai, Axel, and Calliope Senpai moving on to the qualifying rounds.
And now we just have bragging rights, folks. We have to finish the round. We have to see. Honestly, at this point, there's no way for them to hurt each other.
Wait,
It's
I
all
don't
three of them.
think Ame Senpai has the capability to burrow upwards anymore.
None of them do. Oh, okay.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh no, just barely. Just barely.
Just barely.
But in this kind of situation,
Those millimeters.
is it
I
a
agree.
tie? Is there a way to get just a little
Look
bit
at
more
the
height?
cheeky grin on Maguni-chan. Look at that. How many blowtorches does this boy
He's got a
have?
lot of blowtorches.
Call him Home Depot because he has the entire stock of blowtorches on the entire map.
What is this? What is this item?
The electromagnet? I don't know.
Ooh. Wait, I think Axel is slightly higher.
I think he is. I think he's
He's
squeezed like a
slightly
rat.
higher
I
than
think he's squeezed
Calliope
like a
Senpai.
rat into the top.
Callie Senpai just
he
slightly
gonna
below
win?
Axel's worm.
This is insanity.
There's not much you can really do. It's just a waiting game.
They can't really attack each other. They're just waiting to die.
If I can say, Vesper, this is my exact prediction. If you recall to my pre-game predictions. Callie Senpai, Axel, Ame Senpai.
You're right. This is actually
Yes.
your exact prediction.
My exact predictions.
Amazing.
Come on, then.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, Vesper.
What was the logic behind that prediction?
Callie Senpai and Axel, similar situations where I thought they would either lose straight away or win straight away. They are
Okay.
a similar dynamic of like not seemingly, oh my goodness, in the rising tides, seemingly not, you would expect them not to know what's going on, but they have that tenacity. Wait, what? Oh, Ame Senpai, desperate for some bloodthirsty for some last minute teleportation.
She had a teleporter all along.
All along.
Is she using an Uzi?
Preemptively!
Oh!
Ame Senpai taking herself out early on. It could have been a three-way tie. A draw.
Incredible.
An amazing show. Amazing.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock.
I am as well. This is... Wow. Wow.
I expected... I'm going to be honest with you, Magni. I expected more ferocity. I feel like this was definitely a very bloodthirsty group. A group that was hungry for blood and carnage.
I agree. And what I think sparked the cowardice was Altair's early moves.
Honestly, it's an arms race, right? If one person is going to take the cowardice route, eventually everybody else will have to as well. So yeah, it's definitely a triggering situation where
domino effect, Vesper.
Yeah, people went from being on the offensive to realizing that if they stayed on the offensive and they didn't immediately try to hit the high ground, that they would be left behind, so to say. Oh.
Wow.
I hope the group 2 isn't like this. If I'm being frank, I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good worms. I frankly think this is a meta that I could care to see less, frankly.
Wow. If I'm being honest, I knew this would happen. I called it. Well, there you have it, folks. That is the first match of the HoloWorms League tourney. That was
the championship playoffs.
Let's take a look at the bracket. So what we have here is, let's see. So who do we have? Altair and unfortunately Rene Senpai being eliminated early on. We have
Kali Senpai, Axel, and Ame Senpai are advancing to the semifinals.
All right.
Oh.
So what we are going to do now is do a post-game interview. Let's have them join on one at a time. Again, guys, thanks for watching the first match of the HoloWorms League. Let's get into the post-game interviews.
I cannot wait.
All right, we are waiting for them to trickle on in.
Oh, the high-grade copium, I see.
Yes.
Mind
you wanna
mind
bid?
if I take a hit to take the
Sure
edge
thing.
off? That was definitely
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Howdy.
What a great showing from everybody. Very good job. Altair, extremely disappointed.
Damn.
Let's
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, well, first up, Altair, let's go to you. What are your thoughts at the end of it? Anything you want to say to the people?
Honestly thought I had one more turn to live. It's a shame that the blowtorch, when you go up a certain angle and you jump down a small step, it turns off automatically. So I would say that it's a skill issue. So yeah, I understand.
You went for a lot of
understand.
ambitious geometrical lobs that I think came back to bite you. A little
Definitely
too ambitious.
trying to play 4D chess.
Trying to
Listen.
simple geometry, not so simple after all. But it was a good showing.
I wanted to go for the really cool, stylish shots. However, I forgot that I got a C in geometry in middle school, so maybe I
Unfortunate.
shouldn't have done that.
Unfortunate. Well,
Unfortunate.
it was good to have you, but you have been eliminated first, might I add. And I would also, you were focused on your game, as you should be. I called this from the beginning. In the very beginning, I said Altair would be the lowest performer here, the first one to get out, because of the hubris. Not so much skill, but it was hubris. And really, at the end of it all, came to fruition.
You're correct. You're correct.
Okay.
You took the early high ground, and then you lost it gradually, and that was unfortunate. I feel like
someone had to fight against the small anime. Someone had to. You know, a tiny
A good
man versus
showing.
a giant. Yes.
A good showing. Well, get wrecked, Altair. We're moving on. Rene Senpai,
GG's.
that was a good showing. You were losing some ground, but you held on at the end, Rene Senpai. What are your thoughts about the game? Do you have anything to say to the people?
Well, my thoughts is like, like all 2 matches I got, that accurate achievement. Well, today I learned that accuracy does not play a role when we want to win Worms. But, I had a sleepover. I feel like, I will be back, once I learn more about the game. If you guys ever do any more tournaments, I'll be
Okay.
there. I'll be less accurate, but I'll do better.
I think it was a good showing. When you went to challenge Kali Senpai up in the corner, as well as Ame Senpai in the little burrow, you were hanging on.
Yeah.
gutsy play.
It was unfortunate Kali Senpai's turret was
I hate that.
activating.
I hate that guy.
Who
that
knew
turret.
it had 360 view? I thought it was a frontal cone detection, but it was able to turn
Yeah.
around and whip around and get you. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's
it-
not fair. Ban turrets. Ban turrets
turret.
next time.
It was a good showing though,
Noted.
and you were hanging on by a thread. Good,
Impeccable
good job.
teleports, by the way. I
Impeccable.
think it's fair to call Rene Senpai the teleporting specialist of the
And not afraid
HWL.
to go aggressive.
Indeed,
Thank
indeed.
you.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive plays. Like I said, I didn't know how to craft a teleporter, so if I could, maybe next time, I'll teleport even more. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I believe Rene Senpai was the only one that did not employ coward strats to try to get to the
True,
very top
true.
and just hide.
That's
was
why
on the attack
that's
the
what
entire
I wanted,
way
That's
through.
what I want to point out. I respect Rene Senpai's
I
aggression.
do. I do. I respect
It was honestly a chain of events, a very cowardice showing at the end, spawned by Altair taking the first step towards cowardice. And it's like you explained, Vesper, a sort of cold war of cowardice. Once one person goes down that route, the other worms have to respond.
have to follow
Have
suit.
to
yes.
respond. Unfortunate, but
And there was only one player, there was only one athlete tonight that was brave enough to just say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue attacking until the bitter end. And that was Rene Senpai.
very good
Thank you.
job.
Thank you. I did what I could.
Calliope Wormy, what do you have anything to say about tonight's performance? Made it to the top three of the night, so moving on to the next match. What do you have to say to the people?
Calliope Wormy, break you like twig.
Exactly. That's
Break you
exactly.
like twig. I don't know how to play worms.
Well, the practice round, showing strong, burrowing, employing the blowtorch early on to get away from the danger. And it proved to
Yeah.
work out. And taking that corner spot early and setting up the turret. Kali Senpai,
yeah.
it worked out in your favor. And you're
it was
moving
all
on.
I could do.
It's
Sometimes.
interesting because I believe people were attacking you the most on average. I don't think we have the stats ready for us, but you were being targeted more than almost any other player.
They were
I believe.
threatened by your position up there in the corner, but they could not do anything about it.
The mistake I made was in the warm-up match showing them such a good tactic. from
Right,
the beginning
revealing your
and
strats
winning.
early on. But
Yeah,
it
that
did
kinda
not
bit me in the
matter.
ass.
You're moving on to the next match. All right.
Yay. Ooh,
Very
let's
nice job,
go.
Kali Senpai. Moving
Thanks.
on. Axel-kun.
Yes, sir. That's good. That's
Imp-
good.
The current champion by technicality.
Technicality,
Because
yes.
he ate the sitting champion, the previous champion.
The
He
only
ate him.
only way you... Axel, actually, the only reason he made it to these preliminary rounds in the first place is because he ate all of his other opponents despite losing. But, Axel, you employed the use of vehicles way more than other people. You want to explain your thinking behind that and your thoughts in general here?
Yes, sir. So, just got the vehicle, just fucked them up. Really simple as that. Nothing too difficult, just use the guns and stuff. And
Right.
blow them all up, yeah.
The helicopter, the
The
tank,
helicopter.
the mortar
sir.
turrets. You were just employing anything and everything under the sun to get the edge there.
And your Magni Chan, up there.
Yes, sir.
Safely tucked away. I want to ask, actually, I forget who did it. I think it was Callie Senpai, placing the girder, protecting Axel's worm from Ame Senpai. What was the deal there? What was going on in the chat during that? What was the deal with the girder protecting Axel's worm? Was that?
I don't know. I was gonna use what was it, the homing missile to get rid of everyone on the right side, but because of that I couldn't. But then that gave me another idea. I could just use the burner as well, and I could just climb up. Why not? So I guess that kind of saved me.
Can I actually pop in really quick
Sure.
to say the reason that I placed that was so that he couldn't hurt Ame with the homing missile.
I
Whoa.
see. Not protecting Axel.
Gotta look out for my girdle, you
protecting
know.
Ame Senpai. See,
That's right.
in the spectators, in the commentators'
unity.
head, Ame Senpai was so aggressive and powerful that our thinking was you are protecting Axel because there's no hope of Axel damaging Ame, but that's very interesting to hear. Okay. Well, speaking of Ame Senpai,
Yes.
very strong showing here.
You called me a coward earlier.
Well, you know, I think it doesn't matter because you're moving on. All that matters
that's
is
right.
results.
The only thing that matters is the winners. We have
Yeah.
We did see a similar situation with Altair, though, in the practice round. Not so much the actual round, but some ambitious plays, such as the flick. And he lived by a hair of that little lip. But you were showing some techniques that not a lot of us were privy to, such as using the gun to burrow. Not exactly working out, but there's a lot of strats here that I think Ame Senpai is
I had no
keen
other
to.
options.
No other options. But overall, Ame, do you have any other closing thoughts here?
Yeah, actually, you know, what had happened was Altair and Callie formed an alliance, and in response, I wanted to form an alliance too. And Axel was attacking me, and I said, we're gonna form an alliance. So, actually, yeah, I wasn't gonna attack him when Callie put that
I see.
thingy there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Axel, how did you respond to Ame Senpai's offer of alliance-ship?
Hey, you know how easy it is to persuade me. You know, you just ask me, give me a good deal, and I'll take it. You know.
I see.
I was
Honestly,
gonna kill him last. I was saving him for last.
Okay. A little,
Honestly, hey,
little
but-
Game of Thrones action. I see.
I didn't even attack her. You know, I only killed the first worm of her.
Lies!
It looked like you were.
I was about to,
lining up
and
a
then she
couple
was like,
shots.
"Yeah, I was about to," and then she was like, "Hold up, you know, we're gonna form an alliance." And I was like, "All right, that kind of sounds juicy. We got hide on them. All right, we're gonna form an alliance,
Well,
and that's
I
how it
thought,
happened."
I thought
you know?
more people were gonna attack me because I was doing the coward burrowing tactic, but they were too far on the other side of the map, and Axel was the only one who had a good vantage point to even attack me then. So
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. It was a
worked
good
out.
deal for me too, because Magni-san was, you know, kind of low on health. He was about to die in like 1 or 2 shots, so.
Definitely.
It was a good trade. It's unfortunate that, you know, Noah OG got
In the helicopter
and-
at the end.
yeah.
He died in the
John's-
helicopter.
Also,
Yeah.
how you were able to precariously balance the tank on that tree branch was a little suspect, if I'm being honest. You were able to
That's all
shoot
these.
from
Yes,
that
sir.
little perch. But so I think what was a big decider in how the game played out was the fact that there was a ceiling. Ame Senpai, any comments on the choice of map? Was that intentional to choose the map without the ceiling?
well, I thought it might be an interesting way for the match to go. So it was intentional, but I think for the next match, I definitely want to see, you know, more variation in the maps. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun, but I do think it was worth doing for this round because we saw the true colors of the players come out.
With the airstrikes in the scrimmage, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's disabled for this map, right? Because there's
Yeah.
a roof, like you can't use airstrikes.
Right.
I think
I
it was a
see.
good decision.
All right. Well, that was an incredible showing from all the players except for Altair's very poor performance. I was expecting more from the gamer of Tempest and our guild leader. So, it's unfortunate. And, you know, it's even more disappointing because I know he told me he was practicing 6 hours a day from when this was announced.
6 hours.
No!
It's
was
it's
not.
incredibly
I wouldn't have been
disappointing.
able to tell.
Are
He
you
was,
for
he was
serious?
practicing.
Sounds, not true
He
to
actually
me.
went on
That can't be
Fiverr
true.
and he was paying a Worms coach $500 an hour
Worms
to
coach.
train him.
$500
It's incredible.
an hour?
How did you find this out? How did you find this out? Where did you find this information from?
I have my connections
I thought I hit it.
as a Worms commentator. I know all the ins and outs of Worms.
There's
If
3
I was
walks,
that
they
coach,
walked,
I would be
was
trying to leave the
practicing
country
words.
as soon as I could.
He's coming for him.
Lest somebody that's unhappy with his services appear at 3 a.m. on his doorstep.
Well-
He should be getting out of the country, possibly laying low in another country for a couple of years.
All right. So
Run.
as a wrap up for the bracket, Rene Senpai and Altair being eliminated early. Callie Senpai, Ame Senpai, and Axel moving on to the qualifying match. Match 2, actually, Vesper and I forgot. Vesper and I will be partaking.
Oh no!
Who's commentating?
Well, we haven't solved that yet. I know that I could commentate if anybody else wants to pitch in. So yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out.
Alrighty. And you can see, are these dates correct in the graphic that was put in
Yes.
here? So match 2 will be happening on the 23rd.
PTET. So JST for the next day. Yeah.
Do we know the time yet?
I believe it's the same time
probably
as
same
this
time?
match. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, there are 2 more HoloWorm matches: the qualifying match
Yes.
and then the finals.
Finals.
Yeah, so the next match next week is gonna be Vesper Muna, Magni, Crony, Bay, Zeta, and after that it will be the qualifying match for the finals and the finals both in one stream. So 2 more streams left for the Worms tournament.
Awesome. This has been an incredible showing. Really fun stuff. Thank you to Ame Senpai again for sort of organizing this.
Thank you guys for commentating, make it exciting.
It was very fun to be here. Thank
It
you.
was really great.
I do think this marks the end of the HoloWorms Match 1. Thank you, everyone, for showing up today.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next time. Next week.